Hi, Shane here, and we're just taking a quick look at how to trim off with a knife. Once you've got it started in there, you pull up on this tail piece quite heavily and then just get your blade in there and just cut along like such. Sharp blade's a good way to start, and just keep pulling that up and just cut along like that. Normally hold it in quite close to your body with the shoe maybe resting on your chest, and just round there you go. Just trying to keep this in front of the camera, which is posing some difficulties. Just keep pulling that tail out like that because it'll be a lot easier to cut. See if that's a bit closer there. That tip of the blade's only just coming through there, and it's really quite easy to cut once you've got this pulled the right amount. It's just slicing through there, and that's a pretty blunt blade. You can actually hear it sort of scratching through there. And then when you get down to here, just you don't want to be pulling out too much at this point, otherwise you might unglue that last little bit. So just take it easy, and as it gets to that thinner piece of that brown soling, it actually starts to cut real easy here, and then all of a sudden zoom, it comes through here. So you just want to go a bit easier as you go through there. So that's how you trim off a sole anyway. So now we're going to knife the sole off. Get a little bit of blade out, get down in there. Just start off in there. Such, it's quite easy to cut that first bit, it's still quite warm. And I'm going to grab this tail piece here and just pull that out to try and make it easier to cut. And just pulling out quite a bit on that tail bit. And if you just fold it over, it's doing nothing, but if you keep it trying to flat and pull it out like that, it really is making it a lot easier to cut. I'm trying to watch the screen and watch where I'm going, which is posing a few little challenges. Just got to watch out as soon as you get to straps and things, slow down a bit. So less knife poking through is quite a good idea. And when you get to this end bit, you just got to watch, because it goes quite quickly once it comes through, because you're cutting through a thinner and thinner bit. So we'll just go down through there, and that's done. So we're just going to use the sole trimmer. It's going to be loud, so I'm going to put my earmuffs on and you won't be able to hear me talk. Hi, Shane here again. We've put that sole together, and now we're going to go on the sole trimmer and trim around there. So basically, I'm just going to show you this with the machine turned off, otherwise we can't hear each other. Going to start in there and just go around here. That corner's a little bit tricky. This corner gets a bit more tricky, and then down through here. And when we get to this bit here, we really want to just keep the flow of that. See how that corner there? And actually you can see that's not actually quite glued there. So I'm going to sort that out. And then you can also see there's black gunge on the edge of this disc, so I'm going to scrape that off as well. And then we'll run around here with the machine gun. Hi, Shane here. Here's the sole, and we're going on to the sole trimmer. And you can see how that's kind of curved just there. And so when you start in there, you've got to start there and go round the corner. Then you've got to go right round. That first corner of that toe is not too bad. That second one can be a bit jumpy, and that's just about moving your hands up closer to the tip. Round here, round here. And once you get down to here, you've got to actually turn the shoe around and go follow that corner. Otherwise you're going to cut out through where that join is there. So we'll turn the machine on and we'll show you how it's done. trimmed off, you can see that joint's fairly neat there, and then we've trimmed right the way around that whole edge. And then it's good just to look at the bottom and make sure it looks like a shoe should. You shouldn't generally, see that's curved outwards here, you shouldn't generally have any dips in or anything, and it's just a nice curve around and it all feels good. And it's good to compare that one against the other shoe as well. That joint looks pretty good, just a bit of glue into the tread there, that'll soon rub off. And this edge feels nice on here, even though it looks a bit weird. We could either run around on the fine belt or just leave it alone.